Hi, everyone. Welcome back. And it is finally time to celebrate over 1 year of business as a magical practice. So, I, if you're a consistent listener of the podcast, you already know that I missed the 1 year anniversary of this podcast. And I noticed it while recording a different episode. So, we launched Business as a Magical Practice on August 5th, the week of August 5th in 2020, and we skirted by August 2021 real quick. It is now November 2021, so we're celebrating 15 months of Business as a Magical Practice, and I'm just here to thank you so much for being here with me. Um, it has been so fun. It's been a dream come true. And there are now over 10,000 listens of the podcast, which I mean, is just mind blowing. And hundreds of listeners every single week. And just sitting and imagining hundreds of people sitting in front of me or sitting in my living room listening and improving their business and acting on their sole purpose is just so heartwarming for me. And I just want to thank you for being here and supporting and doing the work. Because I know this podcast is called Business as a Magical Practice, and we get pretty woo, of course. There's also tons and tons of practical, rational, implementable, action oriented things that you can be doing that I give you every single week. So I have gotten feedback from you guys that you've never bought anything from me. You have just listened to the podcast, and it has resulted in thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars and so much time back in your schedule. So congratulations to you too. It's so huge because anyone can listen to a podcast, but to actually implement is so impressive. And so in order to fully celebrate, we're doing something very special this week, which is, or this month. If you join our little celebration before November 25th, you're going to be entered in to win Monetize Your Magic. And I'll tell you a little bit about what that is in a moment. So, how you would join is simply rating and reviewing the podcast on iTunes. So, just open up your podcast app, go to Business and Magical Practice. You're listening to it right now. Go in there and rate and review, and then share the podcast episode on social media. If you go to Instagram at The Dirty Alchemy and look for the Business as a Magical Practice podcast posts, it'll be very obvious on the Instagram feed, and just share it on your own feed or in your Instagram stories. Then that's all you have to do. So rate and review the podcast and share the little celebratory Instagram post on your feed or in your stories, and tag me, and then you're entered. And what you're entering in to be raffled to win is Monetize Your Magic, which is my online course, my online program for booking out your online services. This is something that I've never shared publicly, and I don't honestly know if it will be shared publicly or if it will only be an add-on for the Alchemical Business Intensive people who join that program. But it is an 7 module program. That's exactly how I 10x'd my revenue in a very short amount of time after years of being like making not that much in my business, just enough to scrape by, to having way, way more than enough just through booking out online services. This is not like an Instagram tactic or how to launch a podcast thing, but it's how to get clear on who your customer is and what to believe about your offers, and how to actually develop offers, how to make offers, how to do sales calls, send out proposals if you do something like digital marketing where you tend to give proposals to clients, what to do on a monthly basis of creating a monthly rhythm for your marketing. And yeah, it's an incredible program. The people who have been through it from the Alchemical Business Intensive have said some really incredible things. And there's also a planetary magic element where we have our in-house witch, Anna Marbeck, giving custom planetary magic rituals that are in alignment with each of the lessons. So 7 planets, 7 lessons. And so you can actually support with the magical side of it. So it's a really robust program, but it is all with very Virgo-ized short videos, potent lessons. So it's not like you're just sitting and watching an unedited training for hours and trying to pick out the best. It's like very short and sweet lessons and very action oriented. It's really good. I'm excited for someone, whoever is coming in here to get access to it. So all you have to do is share the podcast, rate the podcast, review it on iTunes, and then share the podcast post on social media, and you're entered for that. And just, I can say it 5 million more times. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with me. I'm just so delighted that you are in my little world that I'm created and that I get to participate in your world. So you have a great week. I'll see you next week. Happy holidays. Happy fall. Happy.